more like 5 minutes. Drums, beat, ahead, and done.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's late in the day, but we got a little more fire than that. This is the last of 4, so let's give it something. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is David Ream, and I am honored to serve Misericordia University as Vice President of Academic Affairs. I would like to welcome all of you to the Misericordia University Spring 2021 Undergraduate Commencement for the College of Arts and Sciences and the College of Business. I ask that you please remain standing for the invocation, which will be offered virtually by Bishop Joseph Bambera of the Diocese of Scranton. After the invocation, please remain standing for the national anthem.
Brothers and sisters, on this great day of celebration, let us pray. Loving God, it is so good for us to be together this day to celebrate the achievements of the class of 2021 of Misericordia University. In these times that have challenged our resolve, wounded our spirits, and broken our hearts, we celebrate this day the power that you, O God, plant within us to overcome adversity, to recreate our world, and in the midst of darkness, to bring hope, light, and life through our openness to your abiding presence. As we lift up to you in prayer our graduates, we give thanks. We thank you, O God, for parents, for families, and all those who have nurtured and cared for our graduates and have sustained them along the way. We thank you for the educational experience built on the foundation of our Catholic faith and imbued with the spirit of the Sisters of Mercy, an educational experience that has challenged growth in mind and spirit and has the power to endure in hearts forever. We thank you for teachers, for colleagues and friends who have walked the journey with our graduates and who have helped to make them who they are this day. We thank you for the gift of faith that gives us hope amid the joys and disappointments of life. And we thank you, O God, for our graduates, for the gift of their lives, for all that they have achieved, and for their openness to your presence. We pray that they will attend to their life's work with integrity, grounded in a deep belief in you, O God, and a profound respect for the lives that you weave into their own. May they always be committed to the pursuit of knowledge, and in an age fraught with anger and division, may they dedicate themselves to the gospel value of servant leadership. Walk with them this day, O God, into a new chapter of their lives. May the perseverance that has brought them to this moment carry them forth to build a world marked by peace, justice, and compassion beyond measure, while always mindful of your grace and presence abiding within their hearts. Amen.
Please be seated. As we begin today's program, it is my honor to recognize this year's faculty recipient of the Louis and Barbara Alessi Excellence in Scholarship Award. That faculty member is Dr. Amanda Caleb in the Department of English and Medical Health Humanities. Dr. Caleb, would you please stand? Dr. Caleb was selected by her colleagues based upon her superior scholarly efforts over the past decade, which have yielded multiple articles across a range of interests, including Gothic London, eugenics, and COVID-19. Congratulations, Dr. Caleb. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce the student speaker for this ceremony, Leah Brown.
Good afternoon. I would like to begin by welcoming the Chair of the Board of Trustees, Dr. Deborah Smith-Molesky, President Owens, our honorary degree recipient, Mr. Murray Ufberg, faculty, staff, graduates, and all of you who came to celebrate this achievement with us today. To the graduates of the College of Arts and Sciences and the College of Business, congratulations. After years of hard work during unprecedented times, we have finally reached our graduation day. We have all experienced so much in the past 4 years that, in writing this speech, I struggled to find what to say, and if you know me, I usually struggle to stop talking. However, unlike every paper I have ever written in college, I promise to keep this short and to the point. 2 years ago, Misericordia's theater program put on a production of Jesus Christ Superstar with the tagline, "What have you sacrificed?" Our former director, Jeffrey Kelly, challenged the actors to think of the people who had made sacrifices for them. Graduates, I challenge you to take a moment and do the same. For many of us, it's the family and friends sitting here watching our commencement right now. For me, it is especially my parents, as my father inevitably films and takes pictures of every second of this ceremony. Mom and Dad, I could never have done this without you. Thank you, and I love you. It's our faculty who have helped us grow as students and young adults, preparing us to enter the world anew following graduation. We would be absolutely nowhere without you, and please know that from the bottom of our hearts, we appreciate everything you have done for us. There is no denying that we, the class of 2021, have sacrificed so much to be here today. Like thousands of Misericordia graduates before us, we have endured difficult classes, pulled all-nighters, and somehow managed to balance social lives with academic schedules. However, COVID-19 changed everything for us. We had to navigate online schooling and fieldwork placements, spit in plastic tubes for random surveillance testing, and add face masks to our list of essentials. We even waited with bated breath to see if we would have a proper graduation at all. If we would walk across a stage like we had all imagined as bright-eyed first years, then unaware of the many things we would learn and the obstacles we would also have to face. But thankfully, we're here. Yes, we have masks and social distancing, but we're here together. We have sacrificed so much of our senior year, but we did not have to sacrifice this moment. We are still able to celebrate our achievements and prospective futures. Our colleges know sacrifice quite well and have seen how departments are forced to change and adapt. Change is often uncomfortable. It requires sacrifices we may never foresee, but we have all proven to be up for that challenge. If we can make it through university during a pandemic and succeed in spite of it, is there anything we cannot do? In closing, I challenge you all to remember the words, what have you sacrificed? What actions did you take to get here, to earn your diploma? I hope when you look back on these 4 years, you do so with pride. I hope each and every sacrifice has brought you closer to becoming all that you have dreamed of being. Congratulations, and thank you.
Thank you, Leah, for those thoughtful remarks. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you Dr. Deborah Smith-Molesky, Chair of our Board of Trustees, and Dr. Kathleen Owens, President, to present our honorary degree.
In a short while, we will confer degrees upon those who have fulfilled academic requirements. But now we confer an honorary degree on a most deserving candidate. It is a long-standing tradition at Misericordia University to honor at commencement certain outstanding individuals who incorporate in their lives and work those values we espouse as a mercy institution. And today, I am pleased to invite the chairperson of the Board of Trustees of Misericordia University, Dr. Deborah Smith-Molesky, to read the citation for our honorary degree recipient, Attorney Murray Ufberg.
President Owens, it is my honor to present to you Trustee Emeritus Murray Ufberg so that you may bestow upon him the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters. Murray? John F. Kennedy, 35th President of the United States, once said, "Let us think of education as the means of developing our greatest abilities, because in each of us there is a private hope and dream which fulfilled can be translated into benefit for everyone and greater strength for our nation." As a man of great accomplishment and outstanding character, Attorney Murray Ufberg exemplifies the manner in which education prepares citizens for effective engagement in a diverse, complex democracy. Murray Ufberg, as one of our region's most accomplished attorneys and a distinguished community leader, you have excelled in your chosen profession and provided vision, expertise, and guidance to our university and to numerous other professionals, charitable, and civic organization during your career. Understanding the transformative power of education, you earned your bachelor's degree from Bucknell University and your Juris Doctorate from Duquesne University. Applying your education in combination with practical experience and notable legal acumen, you have achieved great professional success. You are a partner at the firm of Rosen, Jenkins & Greenwald, having served as managing partner from 1984 to 2006. Your areas of practice include business and finance, commercial transactions, corporate law, and real estate. Throughout your career, you balanced professional success with a degree to contribute to the greater good of the legal profession, our community, and its citizens through service and leadership on numerous boards and commissions, including government, the fine arts, higher education, religion, human services, and commerce. In particular, your contributions to Misericordia University and its students over 30 years of service on our Board of Trustees, providing stewardship and vision, continue to leave a lasting legacy, helping to preserve our mission. Trustee Emeritus Murray Ufberg, in the spirit of our university's core values of mercy, service, justice, and hospitality, and for your exemplary contributions to our university and the betterment of society through distinguished community service, it is our pleasure to honor you here today. Dr. Owens?
For these and other pertinent reasons, and by virtue of the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I am pleased to confer upon Murray Ufberg the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges thereof, which throughout the world pertain to this degree. Done in Dallas, Pennsylvania, this 15th day of May, 2021. Congratulations, Murray. Murray, I'd like to invite you to say a few words to our graduate and to their families and friends.
Thank you. Honored clergy, our president, Dr. Owens, Dr. Smith-Molesky, members of the board, faculty, staff, graduates, and guests. Good afternoon. You don't have to say it as loudly as you said it before, but good afternoon. Thank you. I am honored beyond measure and extend very deep gratitude to the Board of Trustees for their having selected me to receive this doctorate, honorary doctorate of humane letters from Misericordia. It means a great deal. I'm privileged to address you briefly. That was explained to me very clearly. And in preparation for this address, I've reflected on your commencement, on this commencement, with 4 separate graduations, in total contrast to any graduation commencement that has been held before at this institution. We're fully conscious of the reasons, aren't we? This past year, a pandemic struck the world and each of our lives were dramatically altered. Many lives were lost, and for those fortunate enough to survive, daily life and events such as this one are still very much affected by the continued potential danger to the health of others as well as to our own. We feel for the first time apprehensions not previously known to us. When and must we socially distance and mask up, irrespective of whether we have been fully vaccinated? Should we enforce mandatory vaccination? And does a mandate violate our individual rights? Will we require booster shots going forward? And if so, at what intervals and for how long? Added to the health issues, while we strive to rebuild our economy, we obviously do so with profound concerns about how, when, and to what extent our efforts will meet with needed success. Although I am fully optimistic of our future in all respects and hope that you are all as well, concern and uncertainty resulting in a strong sense, not before felt as deeply, a strong sense of skepticism permeates our thinking. My thoughts in contemplation of this commencement were benefited by the comfort of my and our being here at Misericordia, a bastion of gratifying advancement, fulfillment, and peace. Over 30 pleasurable years of service to this university, I was and am still continually reminded daily of the stated values of the Sisters of Mercy, who founded this institution. Compassion, respect, integrity, justice, hope, and joy. I recognized and appreciated, and again do every day, continually throughout my tenure, that these values were fully consistent and compatible with my own Jewish beliefs and practices. These values are intended to and do provide a sense of inner security and comfort. Further, they stress our responsibilities to ourselves as well as to others and guide us to address the necessity of a positive outlook on life. So, we can't ignore the realities of the world around us, can we? And the uncertainties that they initiate, creating the skepticism about which I talked before. But we can temper those with respect and compassion for each other's views, integrity in all that we do, pursuit of justice, and very importantly, hope and joy, thus inspiring foundational confidence in our lives. Confidence as opposed to skepticism. The choice as we approach the future. Graduates, parents, and guests. The choice is ours individually. I choose confidence. I acknowledge with enormous love and thanks to God the presence of my wife Margie, our children and their spouses, our grandchildren and members of our family and friends. I thank my partners at Rosen, Jenkins, and Greenwald for giving me the time over 30 years to be a very small part of the success of this university. Special thanks to, special thanks to Dr. Owens, Jim Roberts, and Lisa Borkert for their gracious and unending assistance for me and for my family. Congratulations, graduates. A heartfelt congratulations. It's been a tough road. I wish you continued health, happiness, and success along with your families, as well as inner peace and confidence throughout our lives. Thank you all for the privilege of joining you today.
Thank you, Murray, for your inspirational words for our graduates and for all of us who are gathered here. And at this time, I'd like to add my own few remarks for our graduates and guests here. And I want to acknowledge that this is the 95th opportunity, 95 years of commencement services here at Misericordia University. And whether I'm speaking to the audience here or those watching in cyberspace, your presence here today brings honor not only to our graduates, but to the entire Misericordia University family. And graduates, while the size of this gathering may not be quite what you expected when you began your studies at Misericordia, the fact that we are all here together is certainly a genuine sign of hope for a better tomorrow. And as president, I'm very grateful to be here today to celebrate with you and your loved ones. Graduation is certainly one of the most significant events in our lives. Earning a degree is a personal and individual distinction, but each graduate is a source of pride to his or her family and friends, as well as to the entire university community. Each diploma, even though it is accepted only by one person, is really the achievement of many people. And so we mark this day with ritual, surrounding ourselves with family, friends, and ceremony. It truly is a day of community celebration. We often refer to graduation as a milestone, a word that actually has two meanings. The first meaning is simple, a literal stone or a marker placed alongside a road, enabling people to measure their progress on a journey. Certainly, this day is such a marker. For each of you, today represents the completion of a segment of study and the accomplishment of a significant goal along your educational path. A milestone is also designed, however, as an event marking a significant change. Graduates, today you stand poised at such a milestone. You are not who you were when you arrived at Misericordia University. You are not who you will become over the course of your lifetime as women and men of mercy. You are transitioning from the past with all the memories, feelings, and images to a future still unknown. Moreover, as Murray indicated, you are graduating at a time of tremendous uncertainty. But I am confident that you are well equipped to meet the challenges that lie ahead because you chose a liberal arts education in the Mercy tradition. This means that you did not simply learn the tools of your trade, tools that might quickly become obsolete in our rapidly changing world. When the pandemic challenged us to pivot to a new way of doing just about everything, it may have derailed some aspects of your college experience, but it also served as a practicum as how to approach obstacles with intellectual curiosity and how to apply critical thinking to the dilemmas of the day. These abilities will endure, even as your chosen fields evolve. Perhaps more importantly, here at Misericordia, you have been richly prepared to lead a life of consequence in your profession, your community, and our world. And all of us here at your soon-to-be alma mater are tremendously proud of you. Now more than ever, the world needs your merciful minds and hearts. And so I urge you to hold on to the core values you have learned and practiced here. Mercy through compassion, love, and caring. Service through selflessness, sacrifice, and action. Justice through fairness, acceptance, and advocacy. And hospitality with dignity, respect, and openness. These are not just words. These are the qualities that distinguish Misericordia alumni, the keys to a promising future, the commitments that enable you to be, in the words of Catherine Macaulay, as shining lamps giving light to all. Wherever your life's journey takes you, may these values always guide your feet and direct your path. Please be assured of our hopes, prayers, and confidence that will go with you today and always. God bless.
Thank you, Dr. Owens. At this point in the ceremony, the spotlight shines brightly now on all of you, our graduates. First, the university has recognized those students who have been inducted into honor societies. I'd like to bring to your attention the names of these students and the honor societies into which they have been inducted. They are listed in today's program. Now, will the candidates for degrees please rise? Dr. Owens, as Vice President of Academic Affairs of Misericordia University, I present to you the class of 2021 and recommend that you confer upon them the degrees for which they have successfully completed all requirements.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Misericordia University and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I do hereby confer upon you the degree for which you have completed all the requirements as determined by the faculty and the department in which you have qualified, with all the honors, privileges, and responsibilities which throughout the world pertain to this degree. Done in Dallas, Pennsylvania, this 15th day of May, 2021. Congratulations, graduates.
Graduates, to make this official, if you haven't already done so, please switch your tassels from right to left. Congratulations. You may be seated. At this time, we will present the individual diplomas to the graduates. You'll be right there, you're perfect. President Owens, the following candidates have completed the requirements for the degree Bachelor of Arts. In English, Kayla Marie Binner, summa cum laude. Leah Ann Brown, summa cum laude. Deidre Maria Cali, magna cum laude. Teresa Helen Davis. Lauren M. Schuster, cum laude. Come to the top. Oh. In Government Law and National Security, Jeremy David Bass, cum laude. Caleb Bowder. John M. Giangrico. Anna Maria Luna. Nicholas George Mantilla. Andrew James Martin with a second major in philosophy. Connor Joseph McCarthy, summa cum laude. Walker James Shaw, magna cum laude. Jennifer Ann Cheryl, magna cum laude. Dominic Michael Special. Nicholas Charles Torzilli. In history, Sean France Boylan, magna cum laude. Kimberly Ann George, magna cum laude. William Michael Huck. Sarah Catherine Shields. Thomas Joseph Zenobio, magna cum laude. In mass communications and design, Adam Daniel Myers, magna cum laude. Kayleen Francis Nye, summa cum laude. In mathematics, Julia Slater, magna cum laude. In medical and health humanities, Emily Teresa Marie Boney. Jenna Marie Chilcote. Emily Rose Galasso. Nicole Vanessa Mumblow. President Owens, the following candidates have completed the requirements for the degree Bachelor of Science. In accounting, Mario Vincent Argenziano. Benjamin Michael Bard, cum laude. John Joseph Caracappa III. Hunter Gregory George. Tyler William Holtzapfel. Garrett M. Kolvenbach. Jasmine McClary. Austin Jeffrey Miles. Mark James Cherkowski. In biochemistry, Danielle Elizabeth Rodney. In biology, Richard Dorsonville. Kyle Patrick Kenny. Haley Ruth Kabisky. Kate Lynn Lazari, magna cum laude. Kristen Nicole Pinho. In Business Administration, Brandon Thomas Bendis. Lucas James Brobst, magna cum laude. Matthew Gregory Churchill. Thank you. Patrick M. Douthit, cum laude. Dalton Scott Emmerich. Denise Fees. Shane Matthew Hughes. Thomas Joseph Jacob. Vanessa Lynn Koschmieder, magna cum laude. Joseph Francis Licio, magna cum laude. Desiree Amber Lynch. There you go. Jacqueline Saladino, summa cum laude. Aaron Yurko. Austin Kenneth Zawicki, magna cum laude. In chemistry, Alex Michael Brody. In computer science, Ethan R. Benedict, magna cum laude. Ryan Wilson. In healthcare management, Julia Ann Adams, summa cum laude. Emily Elizabeth Mernon. Mariah K. Morse, cum laude. In information technology, Khalees A.S. Bell Bayan. Colby Michael Paul. In psychology, Angela Grace Bendick, summa cum laude. Christine Renee Benson, cum laude. Lauren Lee Bernosky. Mackenzie Danielle Byers, cum laude. Braden Alexander Christie. Mackenzie Rose Sutton. Michaela Elizabeth Gunkel. Taylor M. Hannaberry, cum laude. Catherine Victoria Hodges. Caitlin Marie Mudlock. Caitlin Marie Elizabeth Prebish. Alec Sabia, cum laude. Devin George Shimko. Lauren Elizabeth Weitzel. In sport management, Connell Matthew Joyce, cum laude. Ryan Edward Miller, magna cum laude. Maximilian Reynolds. Congrats. In statistics, Taylor Dane Price. And we will have a moment of pause while the final pictures are being taken of those coming off the stage. Family and friends, faculty, all of us, can we stand and give a massive round of applause for these graduates? As we come to the closing of this ceremony, we'll first have the alma mater, and that will be followed by a benediction at the end of the ceremony. Once the benediction is done, I ask that those of you who are guests of the graduates remain in your seats until the final graduate has gone up the stairs. The stage party will depart, followed by the faculty, followed by the graduates themselves. For those on this side of the auditorium, there are doors all along, both on that side of the bleachers and on this side. For those of you in those bleachers, it's probably just easiest to go up the stairs. Everything we can do to maintain social distancing is much appreciated. And finally, I ask that students, as you and your families greet one another, you try to do so beyond the entrance to Anderson so we don't clog that area up. At this point, I ask that you please rise for the singing of the alma mater, printed on page 37, which is also the inside back cover of your program. Following the singing of the alma mater, and to conclude our ceremony, we share with you a virtual benediction from Monsignor John Bendick, a member of our Board of Trustees, recorded at a recent commencement ceremony.
Woodland home on Dallas heights, majestic grand in view. Your loyal students far and near proclaim their love for you. Your banner bright of truth and light shall proudly o'er us wave. Its shining gold and azure blue denote your spirit brave. Misericordia, we're proud of you. We love your murmuring pine trees, your groves and grotto too. You are our alma mater, and to you we will ever be true. Misericordia we hail, dear Misericordia. When from you we must depart, our spirit shall remain. We'll never forget your golden hills, whose beauty all acclaim. Your classic halls are our delight, your campus is our pride. Your shield of honor, strength and might shall never be our guide. Misericordia, we're proud of you. We love your murmuring pine trees, your groves and grotto too. You are our alma mater, and to you we will ever be true. Misericordia we hail, dear Misericordia.
So I'm going to just do two things. We have traditions that we are around for 95 years, not me, I'm not around 95 yet, but when you're around for 95 years as an institution, you have some traditions. And I'm going to just share one with you today that this is something you think about as something for the rest of your life. Somebody told me this probably 40 some years ago, and that is this very important quote: be what you is, because if you be what you ain't what you is. Now remember that. Be what you is, because if you be what you ain't what you is. And that's true. So that's number one. Number two, Your grandparents here might remember when they used to say, it's not over till the fat lady sings. Well, we have a tradition here, it's not over till the fat Monsignor sings. So let's bow our heads and pray for God's blessing. May the Lord protect and defend you. May He always shield you from shame. May you come to be in paradise a shining day. May you always serve one another. May you be deserving of praise. Strengthen them, O Lord, as they work for justice and peace. May God bless you and grant you long lives. May God guide you through troubles and strife. May the Lord protect and defend you. May God grant you mercy and grace. Favor them, O